This is Couples Court with the Cutlers.
This is a case of Decicco versus Abdelkhalek. You all have been together for 5 years. You live together, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Decicco, you have concerns that your boyfriend is cheating on you, is that right?
Yes, Your Honor.
I want to talk about that in a minute, but before we do that, tell me how you all met.
Well, Your Honor, we actually worked together first. We were friends. We work in the same gym, and we had an event. It was around Valentine's Day. We had both been single for a while, and we were both flirtatious. I don't know, maybe I kind of made the first move, you know? I kicked it off.
I like when a woman makes the first move. What does that look like?
You know, it was Valentine's Day, and so I gave him a hug and a kiss, and he was shocked, and then he just kind of came back really hard and kissed me, and it got really intense right away. So, that night we hooked up.
You had the butterflies working?
I did. It was he's a younger guy. I've never dated a younger guy before. It was unexpected. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I noticed there's a 12-year age difference. Is that right?
There is, Your Honor, there is.
Mr. Abdelkhalek.
Yes, Your Honor.
What was it about her that made you think, okay, I'm going to take it to the next level?
I mean, the first thing about her, that she's a really good person and she's a family woman. She takes really good care of me, and she knows how to take care of the family.
And so you all were together, good times, and you all have been together for 5 years. Is that right?
Listen, I love this man, and I know that he's been cheating on me. I just want the truth out front in the open, and so there's no more lying, and I can do what I need to do, and I have to do it.
Mr. Abdelkhalek.
Yes, Your Honor.
You've heard Mr. Decicco say she thinks you're cheating. What are you here to prove today?
I'm here to prove that I did not cheat on this woman. I love her. I want this relationship to go on. I'm not a cheater. I did not cheat.
I'm tired of feeling it's me. We had an event that we were supposed to go to with my parents, and that's when things went down. And I know that he's cheating on me.
Tell me what happened during this event.
To make you think he's cheating.
We were meeting for dinner with my parents. It was supposed to be nighttime. Usually when he's at the gym, if he doesn't respond or get back to me right away, he'll text me, or he doesn't just not respond. And that happened all day.
But what time was he supposed to be home?
Oh, he was supposed to be home at 5 o'clock.
All right, and so 5 o'clock comes, he's not there.
Well, 5 o'clock came, I had to cancel plans. He comes in at 7:30. I was just exhausted and drained from being up in my head. So when he came home, I was angry. And because I'm in crazy mode, I'm looking now. And you know what I find is a bra. Yeah, in the car. So I come back, and clearly you can see that this would not fit me. I mean,
It's amazing that she says that. That's her bra, actually.
First of all, this would never fit me. He knows, even when I was smaller, that my boobs have always been the same size, and they sure as heck ain't fitting in that.
She gained weight,
Not
right?
any day. Not any day. No.
I'm going to let Ms. Cutler be the judge of that.
Well, no, I don't think that would fit her. Can you see why she would think that bra belonged to someone you may be sleeping with?
I mean, I can see why she would think that, but that's not true.
Well,
right.
Mr. Abdelkhalek, let me ask you this. The bra was in your car, but you were still 2.5 hours late coming home. Who were you with?
On that day, I had a few extra sessions. That's it.
What kind
I'm
of
trying to
dad?
make money so I can provide for this woman.
Yeah.
She's not appreciating that. It's always something.
See? He always does that. He always goes
that a bad thing?
serious, or I'm trying to provide, and that's why there's more. He was supposed to be with his family members, and I'm calling him, can't get in touch with him, doesn't answer, doesn't respond. Then when he comes home, I'm like, I thought you were at so-and-so's house, but I called so-and-so, and guess what? You weren't there. But then he's gonna say this other person that he's training, that you're supposed to be training in the gym, he's at her house doing meal prep.
Business.
Okay, you're actually at somebody's house cooking for them?
I'm not cooking for him. I'm showing him how to do it so they can get the right
Which he
results.
already did in the gym. For him to do extra work, there's gotta be something in it for him. Why is he going to people's house? What do you need to go to someone's house for and do that
I'm getting
for?
paid for that. I do that for all my clients.
Oh.
You go to their house. Wait. You go to their houses and help them set up their food.
Yeah, for the
Male-
first time.
What?
You show them how
Male
to do it.
and
You show them
female
how,
clients.
I show them how to do it for the
Lies.
first time, and
Lies.
then they know how to get on it after that.
Mr. Abdelkhalek, your argument, your explanation makes sense. You're training someone, you're doing meal prep, you're making extra money for both of you. It makes sense. I get that.
But
But
There's a communication element that's missing.
and,
Maybe I can work on that.
But that's
I'm gonna
the
admit
very,
that.
when you say communication, that's why when Mostafa proposed to me, I said no, because I believe he's cheating. And like I said, communication. I feel like he is not hearing me. And then why did he propose to me? Like right after this thing happened with the meal prep, like that was supposed to be a big, legitimate thing, he's gonna come at me with proposing. So to me, that was manipulative. That was strategy for him to try to,
And so instead of proposal out of love, it was a proposal out of strategy and manipulation.
Absolutely, Your Honor, absolutely.
Well,
No
Mr.
way.
Chico, I see you brought a witness. Would you please stand and come to the podium? Would you please state your name for the court record?
Yes, Your Honor. My name is Harrison Bach.
Okay. And this is your mom.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Are you familiar with your mother's relationship?
I am. We used to train together in the gym.
All right. What is it that you have observed about the relationship that this court needs to know about?
I noticed that Mostafa over here is not being faithful to my mother. And she deserves better.
What is it you have specifically seen?
Mostafa over here is being very flirtatious with all the ladies in the gym. I don't know why he thinks he could talk to the ladies, let the ladies go all over him.
Okay. But, okay. Now, I know that looking at me, it doesn't look like I know much about the gym, okay? I'll own that. But I've actually occasionally had a trainer. And I can remember him, and I've had a female one too, holding my waist to do things right, or like, no, your back's not straight, or this is not straight.
Right.
So that's one. But I've also seen and heard them say, things like, oh, you're looking sexy today, work that thing. Or, oh, I can see...
I mean, I've been to a gym or two in my day, and I'm not sure I've ever heard a trainer say, ooh, you look sexy, work that thing.
No. You looking sexy today, work that thing.
Same thing.
Okay.
Same
but
thing,
you
working the
haven't
thing.
You haven't been to... They're trying to be motivational is what I'm saying, Mr. Cutler.
You look sexy today, work that thing.
Right. It's a women's
Okay.
gym. They're trying to make you... Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
And that's trainer terminology.
But it's motivational terminology. So, did he ever do meal prep with you?
Never.
And
All right, Mr.
Never.
All right, thank
All
you
right,
so
Mr.
much.
Bach, you can have a seat.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Mr. Abdelkhalek, are you touching women? Are they jumping on you? Or what is going on that this young man has observed?
First of all, Your Honor, I'm not dating him. I'm dating his mom. So he has nothing to do with this, okay?
But he was telling us what he's observed you doing in your gym.
If I was doing that, I would have been fired a
Okay.
long time ago. Just because I'm nice to the women that I train doesn't mean that I'm being flirtatious with them. I'm not being, I don't want
Are
to
you
have
having
sex with them.
sex with them?
I don't want to have sex with them.
That's all good and great, Your Honor, but enough is enough. Like, I am here today because I know that he's been cheating on me, and it's got to come out, and I have evidence. This is a text message. Yeah.
And where did you
it
get
is.
this text message from?
I went all up in the phone, and I saw some regular stuff, but this here, this is not regular, and this is not normal.
Okay.
And
Ron,
girls
would you
should
grab
not
that?
be talking to him, telling them that they're so happy of hanging out with him, and they can't wait to do it again. And for next time, I had such a good time with an emoji.
Okay, so.
You don't send an emoji for a workout, like a heart.
Okay, it says, other woman. Sorry, it took a while to respond. I was getting my nails done. The defendant. Wish you were here too. Other woman. When am I going to see you again? We had so much fun the last time. Heart emoji.
Exactly. So much fun the last time. Nobody says that for a workout, especially with him. And Harrison can testify to that too. He will work you down like you're in pain. It's not had so much fun with a heart.
Okay.
Mr. Abdelkhalek, who was it that you wish was there too?
No.
If you're a trainer and you're being nice
God, here we
to
go.
your clients, how's that evidence that you're having sex with them?
I can get the fact that you are helpful with your clients, you kind of flirt with your female clients, you have to test them and put them in the right position legitimately and all that. But when you get to the part where you're sending text messages that say, wish you were here too, I don't see that as part of personal training.
I just think
who was it that you wish was there too?
Yeah,
It was one of my clients. It's one of my
client you had
long-time
a
clients, and I'm
relationship
just
with.
being nice to the people.
This is this vicious cycle that I've been in, around and around and around and around. Well, it stops today because I'm not a sucker. I am not a sucker, and I'm not gonna.
All right.
The court has done a full investigation to get to the bottom of these cheating allegations, and we have those results. The court engaged the services of Kendall Scholl of Kendall Investigations. Ron, please escort Mr. Scholl into the courtroom.
Yes, John.
Mr. Scholl, can you explain the investigative technique that you used in this case?
We put Mr. Abdelkhalek in a room with one of my female associates, a woman, pretty blonde, to see if he was in fact a cheater.
All right. Was there any interaction between your female associate and the defendant?
Only after just a few minutes, Mr. Abdelkhalek and my associate engaged in casual conversation, which led them to talking about mutual interests. Take a look.
I want some hips. I don't want to like bring this out, you know? I mean, I guess I'm not doing like that crazy bad, but you know.
Can you stand up?
I can't.
Like a slim stomach and then swallow it. It's not bad.
Not bad, huh? I could look around this room and see several men that are looking not bad, and maybe in my
Mr.
age
Chico,
group.
hold on just a minute.
is
He's a trainer. He specializes in looking at people's bodies and say, you're solid here, you could do some work here, you could tighten this. Now, Mr. Cutler was doing that, that'd be a problem because he's not a trainer. But that's what he does.
But
Can I
that's
say-
his
can I say
angle.
something? Can I
That's
say
his
something?
angle.
She was asking me a bunch of questions on how to get like some muscles, and I was just telling her how to do that.
This is very interesting.
Well, Mr. Scholl, did Mr. Abdelkhalek reveal anything else to your associate?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Abdelkhalek actually let our female associate in on some very personal information.
What?
Take a look at that tape.
Like if you don't have sex with your girl and like months go by, you're like, I really need some sex, and you have really attractive clients. So if you slip up a couple times, how would she know? You know?
You took breaks. You took breaks as well.
What?
Like there's been times when you took like some breaks. You know, so that doesn't count.
Yeah.
No.
So when did you all take a break, Mr. Chico?
We have not taken any breaks. I can't even believe this, a break. Is that what you tell people, that we're on a break?
Yes,
Well,
we took breaks. We did
No.
take breaks.
we do not take breaks.
Okay, wait a
I
minute.
haven't been on a break.
Mr. Scholl, did anything else occur during this investigation?
Yes, Your Honor.
This is so brutal. I can't.
The conversation took a very interesting turn. Take a look.
Okay, I just want to make sure that you and your girl like have separate rooms. There's not going to be any problems or anything like that.
No, it's cool.
Okay. So should I have like condoms ready, or like you gonna bring them? How do you want to do that?
I mean,
Such a weird face. What is it?
you can have some, but let's just work out and see how it.
See how it goes. Okay.
So why is it, bring the condoms, we'll see what happens?
Because she wanted to work out with me. And
But
she
she's
was
offering
saying,
to bring condoms. Do you use condoms during your workout?
I did not respond to that.
You said,
You said, yeah, bring them,
You can
let's
have
see how
some-
it
I would say you
goes.
can have some if you want.
You
I'm not
said-
gonna use them.
And you said, let's see how it goes.
Yeah,
That
but
means you were
doesn't mean
open
that
to
I was
the
gonna have sex with
possibility.
her. I mean, I didn't want to turn down a client.
Mr. Abdelkhalek.
I feel like such a fool. I can't even believe this.
The court ordered Mr. Abdelkhalek to undergo a polygraph examination, and we have those results. Mr. Scholl, Mr. Abdelkhalek was asked, did the sports bra found in your vehicle by Mr. Chico belong to another woman with whom you had sexual intercourse? What was his response to that question?
He said no.
What did the lie detector determine?
The lie detector determined he was being deceptive.
Yeah. Exactly.
You owe her the truth. Tell her what you've been doing and who you're doing it with.
I just want to say that I really love you.
Well, like, what are you doing? Why do you why would you need to be deceptive? Like, you know, we could just have been dating. You could have did you on the side or whatever. Like, well, you don't want me dating anybody? Is that the thing? Just all for you? All for Mostafa, none for me? Huh? But you love me. You love me.
Now that you have the truth, what is the future of your relationship with Mr. Abdelkhalek?
I am moving out. You have disrespected me, and I take respect very seriously, and I'm not okay with it.
You all have been together for 4 years, and Ms. Copeland, you have made some very, very, very serious allegations against Mr. Rosado. Why have you opened this case today?
Yes, Your Honor. I am here today because I feel like I'm between a love triangle between my boyfriend and my mother.
So you believe your boyfriend is sleeping with your mother?
Yes, sir.
This is the most serious of allegations one can make. How does this affect your heart, your soul, your spirit?
It hurts. I went in foster care at a very young age, and this is the woman who raised me. This is the only mom that I know. And I've been with Nelson for 4 years. He's been around my child. We plan on starting a future together, having more children. So I'm hurt.
So this is literally the two closest people in your life.
Absolutely.
Your absolute support system. And you believe that your mother and your boyfriend are sleeping together.
Yes, ma'am.
My heart breaks for you. That you even having to have that thought. My heart breaks for you.
Mr. Rosado, those are some serious allegations.
Yeah, they pretty much are allegations. That's what it really is. It's just all in her head. In the beginning, me and her mom really didn't get along. But as time progressed, I just started to build a friendship with her mother because I believe every boyfriend should get along with their girlfriend's mother. But it's just friendship. It's not nothing sexual. It's nothing what she's trying to make up in her head. That's really what it is.
But you think that that friendship has crossed a completely different boundary?
Yes, ma'am.
What was the warning sign that you saw first?
About 1.5 years ago, I had to go to the hospital. I have really bad asthma, so I was in the hospital for about 2 days, and he took over the responsibility of dropping my mom off to work. When I used to take her to work, it would only take 15, 20 minutes max. When he takes her or picks her up, it takes about 45 minutes to an hour. And they'll hit me with several excuses, like, oh, we stopped to get gas, we stopped to get food, the car had a flat tire, stuff like that. And there's been occasions where she comes home and her hair is wild.
What do you mean wild hair?
Like, just had sex hair.
Mr. Rosado.
Yes.
Why all these excuses about getting your girlfriend's mother home timely?
It's not excuses. When she used to pick her up, it would take 15 to 20 minutes, but she never stopped to get Spanish food. Do you ever go to a Spanish restaurant? The line is crazy.
So at the Spanish restaurants, do they mess up your hair also, or?
Nah, they don't mess up your hair. It's just, we don't got no AC in the car, so I put the windows down. And if you're going over 25 miles an hour, you know you're gonna hit some wind. I don't care how hot it is outside, you're gonna hit some wind.
But this is happening, is this all the time? How frequent are you experiencing her coming home late and they have an excuse for it?
The messy hair was only one occasion, but there's other instances where I believe they were together. There was one occasion he had asked me to renew the registration on his vehicle. So I went into the glove compartment to get the registration out, and I found a hair extension. And it looked very similar to my mother's hair extension. She only wears them on special occasions when she's getting all dolled up. I asked him about it. He said that he let his buddy borrow the car.
And this is a picture of it.
Mr. Rosado, why would her mom's hair extension be in your car?
That don't look like her hair.
But it looks like her hair extension.
No, it don't. Cause I lent my friend a car, and he's a single man. He's a wild boy. He likes to entertain women, so I can't stop what he does. My friend even called Serena to let her know, oh, I'm sorry, I left some hair in the car, blah, blah, blah. So she can understand
But you know man code.
So wait, did he call beforehand or he called after she confronted you about it?
He called before.
You got a call before, hey?
No.
No, it was after you had a conversation.
I found it and I
Get that
accused
call.
him.
Service is bad, but he did call. He did call. I know he did.
Okay. So we've got the messy hair from the ride, and now we got the hair extensions. What else have you found?
There was one time Nelson and I decided we were gonna go on a date night. So I got all dolled up, dressed up, nice heels. We're gonna go to dinner and a movie, and my mom was supposed to come pick up my son. And my mom never came. She never picked up her phone. And I called Nelson. We normally don't speak throughout the day. We speak at nighttime, check in, talk to each other before bed. And that night he didn't call at all. And the next day I asked him what happened, and he said he was so tired from working a double that he fell asleep. And when I asked my mother, she said, oh, I was having a digital detox day and I turned my phone off.
So they went missing in action the same night?
The same night, and I stayed home with my son all dolled up by myself.
Mr. Rosado?
Yes.
I mean, this is date night. This is a night that's supposed to be with Miss Copeland. Why did you just disappear?
Yeah, but I got sick. I ate something in the afternoon. I think I got food poison.
Okay, when you're sick, you know, when I get sick, Jess Cutler takes care of me. So when you're sick, I mean, the first person you call is somebody who's gonna come and take care of you, right?
I didn't really want to bother her. So when I wake up, I see all the missed calls, so I called her back and I explained to her what had happened.
Mr. Rosado, are you sure that you were not out with your girlfriend's mother?
I'm positive about that. Definitely. I will never go out with her. She's not my type.
Well, Cutler, you know, there's a girlfriend side, the boyfriend side, and the girlfriend's mother side, and she's joining us from her hometown. Let's visit. Hello, Miss Water. How are you?
I'm good, Your Honor. How are you?
We're very good. Thank you for joining us. There are some very, very serious allegations being made by your daughter today.
So I see.
Could you please describe the relationship between yourself and your daughter's boyfriend?
Now it's fine. At the beginning, it started off a little rocky. I thought he was cocky. He was too into himself. He was too controlling, and I didn't like that. But we have gotten to know each other better now, and, you know, I think he's a nice guy.
You see?
So things are better now?
Yes.
Can you explain your disappearance on the night that your daughter and her boyfriend were supposed to have date night?
I was having a digital detox. I wanted to be disconnected from everything and just have a moment with myself.
How does it make you feel that your daughter is accusing you of sleeping with her boyfriend?
It makes me feel very bad. We cannot look each other in the eye. We don't call each other as often. Things are a little awkward at times, and it's very painful.
Miss Copeland, tell your mother how you feel about this situation, what this is doing to you emotionally.
It breaks my heart. You're the
I'm
only
sorry,
mom
baby.
that I know.
I'm sorry.
I just hope it's not true.
It's not.
Rips my heart out. That's the only person I ever loved and trusted. So, and I don't know where to go from here. I just need to know it's not true.
It's not true.
Ms. Warner, you can't see it, but your daughter is standing here in tears.
I'm very sorry you feel like that.
Have you and her boyfriend ever been intimate together?
No, sir.
You're sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rosado?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you, have you and your girlfriend's mother been intimate together?
If I could be honest with you.
Please be honest. Be honest with her.
Yes. Yes, we've been having sexual intercourse for the past year and a half now. And every time that we would take 45 minutes from picking her up from work, we was having sex in the car. When her hair was messed up, that's because there's no AC in the car, so we keep the windows up, sweating, it gets messed up. The time of the tire, I took the air out of the tire, I took a picture, made it believe like it was flat, and send it to her so she could think that it was flat. Meanwhile, the tire was good. We were just having sex in the car.
Mr. Rosado, how do you end up sleeping with your girlfriend's mother? How did this start?
Yeah, I guess just being friendly, being a shoulder, listening to her. It was just like a fantasy I had since I was a kid of sleeping with the mother and the daughter. It's like a porn thing. It's kind of crazy, but it's something I really wanted to do. And now that I look back at everything I did, I just feel bad about it. But I hope we can move past that. Yes.
Miss Copeland, don't you dare take him back. He is a dog. Miss Juana, how in the world could you do this to your daughter, knowing the life she had? Knowing that you have been her only touchstone, the only person she could trust. How did you let this happen?
I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it, and I'm very sorry. We just started getting closer and closer, and we were amping up for it. And one day, when he was dropping me off from work, we just decided to go, elsewhere, and it just happened.
But over and over and over again, sleeping with your daughter's boyfriend. How do you explain that? What do you want to say to your mother about sleeping with your boyfriend?
I'm done. I don't want to continue our relationship.
Baby,
you don't need to be around my son. I'm done.
No, baby, please.
I'm done.
Well, I know if you're done with your mother, what do you want to say to Mr. Rosado?
Goodbye.
Nah, we don't have to break it up. We can work on it, get counseling or something, therapy.
No.
I know I messed up, Your Honor, but we can move forward.
You don't go back from that.
Let's not get it confused. What her mother did was awful.
Oh,
it is gross.
No doubt.
It is terrible. It is the worst thing that a mother could possibly do to her child, to her daughter.
That's true.
Ms. Warner, I'm going to allow you to speak to your daughter. What do you need to say to her?
I'm very sorry. I want to work on us repairing our relationship. We'll never do this again. I just want us to be back to normal one day.
Miss Warner, are you in love with Mr. Rosado?
No.
You know what? I don't believe you. One is the hesitation, it's the looking off. When was the last time you had sex with Mr. Rosado?
Ask him.
Mr. Rosado, when was the last time you had sex with your girlfriend's mother?
Like 3 weeks ago, sir.
So it's still going on, basically.
No. I'm trying to cut that off.
Have you called her since then?
Just how you doing, that's it, but nothing sexual.
Okay, so you haven't cut it off. If you still reaching out to her, you haven't cut it off.
I want
Did you know you had been cut off, Miss Warner?
Not really.
Damn.
You know what? Y'all make me sick.
Because that look on your face is just not that I'm sorry, it's that I'm sorry I got caught. I'm sorry it's got to this point.
Not really. Not really, sir.
Let me do this, because I'm done. Miss Warner, thank you. Bye.
She should be mad more at her mom, not at me. This was just a fantasy, Your Honor. This is something that could stay in the past for me.
You set out to sleep with your girlfriend and her mother. You started complimenting her mother to tell her how nice she looked, how beautiful she was. This was all a calculated plan on your part, and that's why yours is more insidious than what her mother did.
Ron, throw him as far as you can possibly throw him. I have to talk to her. I I had to get rid of the trash, okay?
They're both liars. They're pieces of both of them.
So baby, let me just talk to you. Unfortunately, you probably had to do a lot of stuff on your own. And sadly, you're gonna have to go back and do that. Do that again, okay? I'm so sorry for you having to go through this. I can't imagine where you are, okay? I'm sorry I'm getting teary-eyed, but this is just terrible. And I wish it was something different for you, okay? But because of your inner strength and the power that you personally have to get to where you are, it's gonna be enough to get you to where God wants you to be, okay?